Next we have is the reading comprehension passage with a set of 4 questions. Let's look at the first question. Question 1 says, according to the passage, how does animal consciousness differ from human consciousness? Now, if you look at the first paragraph, the author says that animals are governed by their natural instincts and are purely sensuous beings, wherein human beings have intellect and can be rational, as well as they have natural instincts which are irrational, and so they are somewhere in between. That is why the correct answer to this question will be C. Animal consciousness is driven by natural instincts alone. Option D, which is also a quite close answer, says animal consciousness is part of causal chain of empirical world. Now, although this is essentially true according to the passage, but this is not the differentiating factor for humans and animals, because human beings can also be part of the causal chain of empirical world. Option B says animal consciousness follows a moral policy. Author has not defined that. In fact, author has said that morality changes with respect to what category of animals or what category of beings you are talking about, because he says that you cannot fault an animal like lion to kill its own children, because the morality is different for human beings and for lion. Option A says animal consciousness is driven by determinism. Now, author has not talked of determinism. Author has talked about causal determinism, and hence option C is the correct answer. Next question says, according to the passage, what are the 2 basic categories of all beings the world that can be slotted under? So the 2 categories which can be slotted under are rational or irrational, or the one that follow natural instinct and the other that follow rationality. So option C becomes correct, which says as being with intellect and volition, as being without. So option C will become the correct answer here. Option A is again incorrect because it's not talking of morality, as we have already discussed in the previous question that morality is different for animals and human beings. Next question says, what is a factor that necessitates the creation of morality as described in the above passage? Now let's look at the passage again and refer to the 4th and 5th sentences of the last paragraph. Option D is the correct answer, as moral dimension, as mentioned, is said to be created as a result of 2 objects. Option A speaks of plurality of subjects too, which is not mentioned. Option B uses the word conquer, which is inappropriate, and option C says deliberation, not action, and hence is wrong. So the correct answer to this question will be option D. Next question says, which of the following would not be an example of an observable case of ends in themselves exploiting a means to end? Option A says a group of people of same race in conflict with another racial group. This is correct, as it's the only case where people are interacting with people, not animals or nature. So the same category is interacting with the same category again. Option B says a group of farmers plugging a plot of cultivable land for growing paddy. Now option B is incorrect, as it talks about people and natural resources, the interaction between 2 different categories or classes. One is people and other is natural resources. Option C says a man flogging a bullock to run a bullock cart. Again, the interaction is between a human being and an animal. So this is also incorrect. Correct answer will be option A.